Welcome to Living Grounded, Village's weekly Q&A, where you can ask anonymous questions about God, the Bible, life with Jesus, and all things in between. Okay. Hello, welcome to Living Grounded. I'm Ella. I'm here with Finley today. Finley's my little brother, for those who don't already know. We've got Celebration Sunday coming up this week, and so we thought it would be good to interview someone who's recently been baptised at Village Church. Welcome, Finn.
Thank you for having me.
How long have you been coming to Village?
Been coming for about a year and a half, I'd say.
Yeah, cool. We both stepped into church for the first time together, like maybe 8 years ago, I think. But your journey to Christ was very different from mine. Can you tell us a bit about how you became a Christian?
Yeah, sure. I'd say, like, growing up, I'd always had like an innate knowing of God, but I just didn't know who he was or where he was. And I do say you did like open the door for me to Salt Church, going for the first time in my early high school, and from there started going on and off, and then I think I dropped out a bit, and it wasn't till like last year, my second like romantic relationship, I started feeling the weight of my sin. And like my main identity was being a boyfriend, I'd say. And I went to Europe for about 4 months with my partner. And during that time, I realized I wasn't honoring God, and I was feeling this deep disconnection from him. And ultimately led me back to him. And I ended up breaking off that relationship, and I just realized my sin was bigger than I thought it was, and really I was abusing God's grace. But I thought to myself, I could sin like unlimited amounts, and his forgiveness is unlimited. Yeah, he'll forgive me. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, and I just had that in mind the whole time, and which isn't true, and it was a very hard decision and sacrifice, but my identity's been transformed from I'm not just a boyfriend, like I'm a child of God, and he's made me for a different purpose than what I thought. That's really cool thing. So after you came back from Europe, you started coming to Village Church. Yeah. How did God use that, would you say, to grow your faith and I guess cement your faith and your trust in him? I think it's because I was away from family, disconnected, and away from just friends. Coming back to church community, I felt rooted again, and I could rejoin a Bible study with Jake and Ryan, and just felt like I was coming into this new thing again. Like I've been, like I knew what it was, but like God's given me fresh eyes again. I feel like for many years I've just been drifting around, haven't been committed to something, and church has been great for that. It's kept me on my feet, and I've been able to mature in not only my faith but just as a person, I think. How would you say becoming a Christian has now changed your relationships and your friendships?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're definitely much deeper now. Like my friend group isn't the biggest, but it's it's more than I could ever be thankful for, because Jesus is like at the center of it. Between the friends I have, like he's the main topic. We can talk about, like, how good is that I can get to explore my favorite topic with my friends. But with like new friendships I'm developing, and this year especially, after being baptized, I'm so bold with saying like I love Jesus, like I'm all about him, and sharing like his good news, and sometimes I get judgment from that, of course, but most of the time I've seen like really good fruit from that, and it's rubbed off, like especially in my new band I've made. They're fully aware I'm a Christian, and they see how my lifestyle is different, and they're grabbing onto that, and I'm just like not fearful anymore of how I feel like I used to be a bit shy, like being a Christian. You know, it's very foreign in this world, but something has overcome that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like, what would you say has given you that boldness?
Yeah, I think because I know it's the only thing that matters, is to make more people like myself, I guess.
Disciples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a big thing was learning about the breastplate of righteousness.
Can you describe that? What that is,
Yeah, sure.
maybe for people who don't know.
Well, it's one of the many armors of God that he gives us. And Paul talks about it in Ephesians. And it's like, I don't know how to explain
It's
it.
all right.
Can you put those words in my mouth? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you and Ryan reflecting after you came back from a trip together. You listened to a Timothy Keller podcast, and he sort of unpacks the breastplate of righteousness being, I guess, just the fact that Jesus has made us righteous, and there is nothing left for us to do to earn God's favor.
Yeah.
And then even how freeing that is, because it means we don't need to earn favor in other people's eyes either, because we're loved, we're righteous, our value and identity and worth comes from Jesus alone.
Yeah.
Is that what you would say the breastplate
Exactly
is?
that, yeah. And it's just fascinating to know that we don't need to earn anything. It's been given to us. And we just need to put on that armor. Remember
that
to put
Jesus
it
has
on.
made us righteous.
Yeah.
So you feel like that's now, like, God's used that to give you a boldness and a freedom maybe in your relationships.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, in every situation, I strive to remember that before like entering a new relationship, or when I'm making new friends. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask a bit about your music, if you could share. For those who don't know, Finn's a musician. You already mentioned that you're in a band this year. You also do some of your own music.
Yeah.
That's something you've been doing for a really long time.
Yes, I have.
In making your own songs, your own stuff. I've noticed a shift since you've become a Christian to the way you approach music and using your gift now in a different way. Can you share what has changed in your approach to making music?
Yeah.
And why did that change for you after you became a Christian?
growing up, music was definitely an idol for me, and it was my main identity and the way I mainly presented myself. And I felt like without music, I wasn't anything. Like, it was my only purpose. And I thought for a while that I would grow up to be a rock star, and that thought's very enticing. Yeah, especially when you have people telling you like you're good enough to do that.
Yeah, you could become
you've got
famous.
potential.
Yeah.
Which is very flattering and ego boosting. But still, yeah, I've made songs since I was really little, and now looking back on it, I'd say they're shallow in a sense, because none of them were about God. Yeah, like I write sensitive topics on like my relationships, or write a song for a girlfriend I had, and they're lovely in their own way, but like it never, I don't know, something about it was never satisfying. It didn't feel right, like I wasn't like fulfilling my purpose in music.
Yeah, sure. Like maybe, I don't know if you would say this. Did you feel like you weren't using the gift God has given you for the purpose He's given it to you? Yeah. I
wasn't, at all. And now, since coming to faith, that I've recognised that as destructive way of living, because ultimately I was glorifying myself through writing songs and not using it for godly purposes. But He's transformed that now, and actually used it to serve Him. He's flipped it completely, and I don't have to walk away from music. Still, I hope I never do, but I can use it for Him now, and I actually get so much more joy in doing that, because I realise that's His main purpose for it, for my gift. And it wasn't to make songs for myself or others. Completely transformed, and I'm just so grateful. I said to my band, I want to play these biblical songs with His message in them, and I'm not going to be in the band if we can't do that.
Wow, how did they respond?
No, fair enough. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I
respect that.
Yeah,
and I'm thankful to God that they're behind that.
That's really cool. Thanks for coming on the podcast, sharing your
me.
story. That's okay. Hope you enjoyed listening to Finn's journey to coming to Christ. We're looking forward to this Sunday. We're doing Celebration Sunday. A bunch of people are going to get baptized, publicly declare their faith as adults, and some people, after a long time away from God, have returned and want to declare publicly their renewed trust and faith in Him. So that's going to be great. There's a lot to celebrate about how God has just been working among us at Village Church, especially this year. So hope to see you there. Have a great week, and we'll see you Sunday.
Shalom.